Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Straight from the salty streets of Borealis, I'm Slidewhistle. I was just there recently, so I felt like I had to say it.
Oh my god, well, maybe I am phoning in from the Broken Shores right now, and particularly right outside of this mage tower. It's a little busy here, as all of you know, and also, as you know, my soul is basically trapped here until I'm able to fucking get this thing down, but it is I, Immunization.
Hello, it's me, Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horde Punching Machine. I'm in Vashir. I'm sending these note by note in a bubble. Every time I chime in, it's a little bubble popping on the surface of the water.
Bloop, bloop, help me, bloop.
Bloop, bloop. I can't find this guy's brain. Bloop. Uh-oh, I found it. Wowhead's super unhelpful.
Okay, so while we have everybody at the beginning of the episode and not the end, when y'all fuckers stop listening, don't forget, we're doing a Transmog Under the Tree contest. A T-Mog Under the Tree. I keep calling it a Transmog. Put on your best or your worst. I don't really care what you put on. Put an outfit that you think will make you look like the special shining star present underneath the tree. You can send it to us on Twitter. You can email it to us at donotrelenttpod@gmail.com. You can join our Discord and post it in our Transmog Madness chat. And if you want to join our Discord, all you have to do is go to donotrelentt.com. That now forwards you there. We're in the future, baby.
3 years and we decided let's just pay a small amount of money for a URL.
We've done it. We've entered a new era.
Also, I do not know if Slide specified. You put on your finest mog, and we're also going to need you to be literally under a tree. Any tree. Big, tall, small, lame, cool. Just we need you to be under a tree.
And Aaron said this earlier in the Transmog chat, but I'm very impressed by our submissions so far. I mean, the mogs are nice, but honestly, just the variety of the trees we have is pretty neat.
I'm saving my Transmog picture for later because I don't want to. I want to see if someone does what I'm thinking about doing first. But I got a pretty good one.
And remember, you can win that contest, and you can get anything on the Blizzard store except for a level 60 boost.
Yeah, well, if you really want a server transfer, maybe we'll make it happen. Maybe.
We were initially thinking like mounts and pets, but yes, one person will win this when we choose the winner on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Yeah, but actually, like if you seriously like anything other than the boost, like it's all fair game. Well, so yeah, how is it? Is that legitimately on? Like that's on the 24th?
It is. Yes, it is being released on Christmas Eve.
So yeah, just join our Discord, do whatever the hell you want. Do not relentpod.com. Enter the contest. Have fun. I don't know. I don't care.
It's also just donotrelentt.com.
What did I say?
Pod.
Oh, that's going to be hard. Do not relent.com.
Well, boys, it's official. It's the Feast of Wintervale as of 10 a.m. my time today.
Have you guys been partaking in the festivities?
I saw somebody was. I saw some people posting pictures in snowy outfits, and I'm like, wait.
Well, snowy outfits is one thing, but we were sitting there waiting for, like, people were literally lining up like, he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here. That was minutes before Great Father Winter showed up. But unfortunately, Cubby had to leave. So I am just sitting there, my character parked in front of Great Father Winter waiting for her.
Hey, have you done? No, you've done it before, right? Yeah, I was like,
yes, I have.
This your first Wintervale?
the Feast of Wintervale magic is not as potent as it was in years past. Because yes, this is my third or fourth Wintervale participating in. I haven't got all the achievables, but I know what to do. I'll get my gift from him. I'll look for Snow Globe Yeti. I'll go save Metzen the reindeer from the Grinch.
Maybe this is the year that you guys can finally get May's little coal blaster thing that you guys don't have that I do. That's super cool.
Wow, another year of Slide bragging that he has that blaster.
Not looking forward to the new gift this year, which I've heard is just cardboard shoes.
What are you talking about?
You know, they had cardboard sword. That was pretty cool. Cardboard helmet. That was neat, I guess. They kind of phoned it in this year with cardboard shoes.
Cardboard shoes. Fuck off. Can you imagine that was like these cool little like block like boxes?
Would we even be able to see them if that was the thing?
Yeah, I would not know if you and I could even see cardboard shoes. But do you guys know who Great Father Winter gives his best gifts out to?
Who?
The children of Azeroth, which leads us to Time Warp.
Wait.
So, I need the two of you to give me, when I say go, which races, playable character races, have child models. Ready, set, go!
Humans.
Volturian human.
Tauren. There's a baby Muzi. Okay, yeah.
Pandaren.
What are other races?
I'll
Night
say
Elves?
orc.
No, not Night Elf. Suramar.
Nightborn do.
Fuck. Worgen don't. No, wait, you got that little red-haired child, Worgen.
I think there's a human, though.
Time!
What are the races?
So, Immune barely squeezed that one out. I'd have to go specifics, but I believe it was like 5-4. Hey everyone, Editing Aaron here, just popping in real quick to give you the rundown. Slidewhistle got standard humans, Draenei and Worgen, technically, and Immune got Kultirans, technically, Pandaren, Orcs, and Nightborn. Slide said Tauren, but Muzi's a high mountain Tauren. I mostly just made that distinction so I could still have Immune win and not have to have egg on my face. Suck it! And I am glad that you guys got into the specific humans, because there are human, Kultiran human, Worgen, which are all the same character, but they do like run around and say like, I'm Gilnean, I'm Kultiran, so they count. Orc, Blood Elf, Nightborn, Draenei, Volpera, Troll, Standard and Zandalari, Pandaren, Goblins, didn't know about that one, and Magheart Orc.
What do kid goblins look like?
They just like smaller, smoother goblins. There were pictures on the WoW wiki, and I was just like, I refuse to believe this exists.
I just want to see a gnome baby. Is that too much to ask for?
There is not a gnome baby, but there is a gnome child who just looks exactly the same, just as ripped and wrinkly. But he comes up to you and he's like, I'm a child, I'm a child.
I think that's something else. I think it's just something else.
Get his nasty ass out of the Great Nomergon
sir,
race.
you can't be here. You gotta go. You're too old to be doing this. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna finish this fucking drink. I haven't lost a time warp in forever. This is rigged.
Like for you?
I want to recount.
Here's one right now. Both boys got 4, but Slidewhistles didn't count because Muzi has antlers, and that makes it a different thing. And if I'm counting Kultirans and Gilneans as different than humans, then I'm counting her different. Sorry. Suck it.
Here's what right now? What'd you do?
A recount. I did it in editing.
Oh. Hi. Hey, guys. How was that post-Aaron editing? Yeah,
that was
good?
great, wasn't it? It's wild. We're going back and forth between the realms. Okay, I want to talk about some important stuff. Like fucking stuff.
Did you finish your mage tower yet?
No.
Have you tried your mage tower yet?
I tried it like once or twice more, and I got a little bit farther, so like maybe I'll do it. I also I've Aesop fabled myself in such a way. I looked at the set and saw what it looks like on Growlina and was like, whatever. This is the mage set, that is.
What does it look like? Like this, like because it's tier It's tier 20?
Tier 20, yes. It's very pointy. Its
Oh,
shoulders
like
are very large. It's very similar to like the Tomb of Sargeras one, but with a big floating thing behind you. And it's white and gold.
You don't want that? That is so fucking cool.
It's the floating thing and the shoulders don't line up like they should on Worgen. It's weird, but also I just am fine without it.
But yeah, they have extended the Mage Tower and also just Legion Time Walking in general for several more weeks, I believe. Do we have a date of when it actually ends?
January
4th, yes.
That's when Mage Tower goes away and Time Walking goes away. Well, okay, like I guess I really don't understand. Why does the Mage Tower have to go away? Because like this 4-week extension is really, really nice because if you can get in there and you can bash your head against the wall like a couple of days, even a week, and you need more time than that. But like once it cycles out and comes back in like 2 months, you only will have a week to do that. Who the fuck's gonna? There's no way.
Yeah, it seems weird because it's the only thing, or at least the first thing of its kind that's like that, where it's not looking for group content that is time gated.
And I just feel like it's weird. You said to like 2 months. It would legitimately be like half a year, I think, by the time it cycles back in. Although I don't know now that they've like pushed it, maybe it'll only be 5 months. But like, yeah, what prog can you like feel confident about still having half a year from now?
Well, and then like, what if it lines up like it's the week of BlizzCon or something, and then like I'm not even at my computer, then I can't even do it for that. Like, it's really dumb. It's really, really stupid. So I'm hoping that at the end of this 4-week period, it'll just be like, all right, guys, let's just leave the Mage Tower on. Player engagement is the highest it's been in like like 6 months. Keep them coming, but keep it hard. That way they keep trying to get it, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Not that I'm super interested, but if you kept it like ball-bustingly difficult as it currently is, but just made it forever, that'd be fine.
Yeah, but I just want to say that I feel vindicated because personally the Holy Priest one has been nerfed twice already, and now I can reliably make it into Phase 2. I still freak out whenever I get to Phase 2 because I don't always make it to Phase 2. Maybe about like half the time I make it to Phase 2, but then I still freak out and die in Phase 2. But I'm getting close. I think I should be able to get this down this week, I think.
Yeah, I feel the phase jumpiness. I've been trying to get the Fellbear Guardian Druid one, and I'm finally just now beating Phase 1, and the minute I get into Phase 2, I'm like, oh god, I've never been here before, and I always die. The Pharaoh one I finished, one talent switch.
What is your opinion of that Mog you got?
Honestly, okay, you know, when I first got it, I was like, this is stupid, I don't like this. Did you know that it has visual effects to it?
I know nothing about it other than I saw you post it on the official Twitter, and I was like, wow, you fought hard for that one.
When you showed me this, I was like, oh, you don't like the Mog? And you're like, it's whatever. And then you're like, wait a second, just stare at it for a second. And then all of a sudden, the face opened up like the Demogorgon, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? But then part of me remembers thinking about this in the past during Legion. I just maybe put it out of my mind because it's so fucking weird.
Yeah, so that ugly like dinosaur face peels open into 4 like flower buds, and all of a sudden I'm an honest to god like boomkin owl. Like my face is a spiritual blue boomkin, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it cycles after about 10 seconds, and then I'm just a fucking cat. My head is just a spiritually ghost cat. And then it cycles out in 10 seconds, and then I'm just a bear. And I'm like, wait a minute. You tell me that I'm an animal? I'm all these different animals when I'm wearing this outfit? Like, I thought it was just this ugly little wooden clog on my face. So I actually kind of like it, surprisingly.
Maybe I'll have to see if the mage one turns me into, I don't know, like I get Jaina's face. I get Kael'thas's shoes.
It'd be really, really cool if I could just toggle it and I could keep on the cat one. So if I'm in human form, it's like, no, I'm totally a cat, dude. Like, I'm not a night elf at all.
Meow.
But so I beat that. That's hard. And like, it's hard because like you have to make these weird switches to your talents and stuff that I wouldn't have thought. I was trying with blood talons and I took off blood talons and I put on, whatever SOM is. It's an ability I've never used before. I don't remember. SOC and MOC, Moment of Clarity. I don't know what the fuck that does, but it made everything so much easier for me. Like, it died like 4 pulls after that. So if you're out there trying, it's possible. I really don't get why they keep saying it's gonna go away. They can't take it away, right, guys? They can't do this.
Oh, they're gonna take it away. It's just like how archaeology cycles out still in like half-year periods of certain things, and then it's just gonna be a big deal when it comes back. It's stupid. It should be here all the time, but
There also is this weird charm. But it's okay. I like the fact that I don't have to, but going out to old world content and picking up random trinkets from random old dungeons to use, I kind of like that. It's like I get to go see the old world. I was in Legion. I was farming a dungeon to try to get the seed pod. No, I was farming Nithendra.
I did see that. You were in Azuna, and I said, did this boy get lost? Why is he in other Legion content?
Yeah, so like the Guardian Discord basically says if you can go get the Ravaged Seed Pod from Nithendra, you can like destroy the ads and destroy the boss. And I got it, and I have been. And like, yeah, it's kind of dumb that like it's an option to do, but you don't need it to beat it. Like, people have done all kinds of combos and stuff. It just makes it easier if you have it. I think it's kind of fun. I'm wearing my fucking necklace from BFA, my Heart of Azeroth. I'm wearing my cape from Rathion. I have my artifacts on, my artifact bear claws. Like, I'm using old potions that I made that cost 2,000 gold per potion on the auction house. It's insane.
Yeah, this is a really weird time for the auction house. Like, personally, I've made like a decent amount of change selling old BFA enchants that people need for some reason.
I've been selling feet picks on there.
You
It's wild. I didn't even know there was a feet pick section.
You gotta get on this. There's so much money on the table.
But the thing is, I don't have an excess of the materials, so I'd have to like go out and pick like BFA flowers, and I don't want to do that. That's
so much
boring.
Money. Also, if you guys have cooking and you know how to make blood sausages, highly recommend going out to the Seeker's Vista in Stormsong Valley in BFA and buying the recipe for rank 2. You could make 7 blood feast sausages, and you can sell each one for like 600 gold each. It's absurd.
I don't think I have my BFA cooking leveled up. I think that's something I started in Shadowlands, sadly.
I think you should, because it uses Sanguisel. Who's gonna farm Sanguisel? All the Sanguisel that everybody has is limited reserves, because no one's gonna go out and try to get more.
No one's getting more. Yeah, it's a fiscally finite resource now.
So burn your Sanguisels and make them. I'm telling you, trust me.
But we have some interesting new spoilers since last week for 9.2, and I'm talking about our boy Pelagos. Do you guys see what he's gonna be getting up to?
I did, and you know what? I was real scared about it because I was like, they can fuck this up easily. You know what? It was even worse than that. I was like, they will fuck this up, but I am pleasantly surprised.
So obviously this is all data mined. This could all change. Like, usually this kind of stuff doesn't. And I guess in like chapters 6 and 7 of the story, Pelagos decides that he has to become the Arbiter, and him and Clea get an emotional farewell. I mean, she can go see him whenever she wants. It's not going anywhere.
If anything, he's like, oh, she knows exactly where to find him.
I was about to say, if anything, he becomes very stagnant. But also, yes, the whole thing is that Pelagos, he becomes the Arbiter specifically because at some point in Sepulcher of the first ones, Zoval sees a proto-Arbiter body, and he said, yo, I'm going to make this my boy. Like, I'm going to put a soul in there. And what soul does he pick but good old Argus the Unmaker?
So, along with the storyline, everyone's talking now about how the theory is that when we killed Argus in Legion, the death of that world spirit is what put like the old Arbiter out of business.
We need to go back and we need to go find the episode that we talked about this, because this is a theory that we discussed on this episode, on this podcast, like, what, 70 episodes ago? Like, forever ago?
Yeah, I actually believe Papa Cheese is the one who first brought it up, I think.
Probably, because I swear I have not thought about Argus the Unmaker since 2017.
I think it was like BlizzCon. We were at BlizzCon, so and he was bringing it up, and he was just saying that he thinks that like this is what happened, and we were like, holy shit, like that makes a lot of sense. Because in the Mythic Only phase, Argus turns that red. He's that same red that you kind of see, that same color that shoots into the Arbiter that disables her. And a lot of people are asking, like, well, why? Why would that the death of Argus be the catalyst that set all this off? And, I mean, I guess there's, two options, I guess, in reality? One is, we haven't really seen a corrupted Titan die before. So maybe the act of being an evil Titan that's pulled out of a world soul did it. Or the jailer infused it using Dreadlords with some evil shadow shit.
I mean, so you said, like, we haven't seen a corrupted world soul Titan-esque figure die, but in particular, he is, like, the Unmaker. He is, like, death energy itself. I could see how that might be enough to, I want to say, kill the Arbiter. I don't know. Was the Arbiter ever alive? Is it a being? I don't know, but you know what I mean.
The things of Arbiter refer to her as, like, sleepy. So I think it just was such a huge burst of energy when he got unmade that it knocked the Arbiter out. But then she herself was rendered dead or useless when Zoval stole her chest piece.
You know, I just had this theory just now. So the Arbiter's whole thing is that she's just a big sorting hat, right? What if, because Argus is such a weird, unique situation where he's like, so at his core, he's just like, he has a blank mind slate, right? He didn't choose to be this evil being of death. Sargeras corrupted him and made him and used him. And he says like, oh, I'm in pain, or everything hurts as he hits. What if, like, when his soul went down to the Arbiter, it was like an AI, like, if you are alive, then you're not a robot. And if you're not a robot, then you're not alive. And she, like, she couldn't figure out where to put him.
It's like, she usually gets, like, Dan the farmer from Red Ridge. She's like, I know what to do with that. But here comes this huge celestial being who is all of these weird things. So she was like, I don't know what to do with this thing, man. Like, ones are zeros, zeros are ones. And that's what made her shut down. And then people are like, oh, it's a big plan. Like, how would Zoval just randomly decide, oh, now I'll do my plan? I mean, I feel like that'd be it. He would be like, I'm planning this big invasion. We're about to do a bunch of sketch stuff. And then she gets knocked out. And it's like, okay, well, it's invasion time now.
Yeah, no, I totally see Zoval as just being like, I believe Slide was saying this when I was talking with him the other day, like just an opportunist. Like, he has obviously been growing in strength and planning to try to breach out of the maw, but like this is like the perfect opportunity to really kickstart his plan, and he's just like, okay, now let's go.
And then, so I'm just trying to think, because there's so many weird things, because I guess I am hoping that it is the Arbiter, just her brain fizzled out, because if it's the one where like he corrupted Argus, where the jailer corrupted Argus, that doesn't make any sense, because then he's counting on us to kill Argus. Why would he infuse a Death Titan with energy and then be like, yeah, these tiny guys will kill it?
I mean, so I guess effectively the jailer has in the past, through, I don't know, his dreadlords, convinced beings that we didn't even know were being convinced by him to do his willing, and they didn't even know this. So maybe he's involved in this somehow, or maybe it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, because we see his meddling as far back as Legion, because he reached out to what's-his-face, huge Death Loa, who then reached out to Vol'jin. So we know he's been goofing around with stuff since even early Legion.
Yeah, and as you said, with Legion, like, this storyline has effectively been in place since then. I mean, all the Jailer's forces were already working together then. we were against Helia, and Sylvanas was down there as well. So it all lines up back to then. I'm convinced they've been planning this ever since then.
There also are more seeds of this. A little bit of like, so the whole thing, like I think the Chronicle was like the planes kind of want to dominate the other planes, like inherently. And don't forget, there's Maldraxxus lore where the Legion invaded the Shadowlands, right? Like they like fell-pocked an area, and then the Naru came and like clean out a different area. So like there have been cosmic, like other planes have been battling against the Shadowlands and maybe even trying to get to Zobal for messing with them to begin. You know what I mean? Maybe there's some like weird, like just a bunch of cosmic wars happening, which feels so weird in World of Warcraft to think about. I like it though. Like I'm here for it, and you know, maybe I was rooting for the Argusitor. I would love to see Argus get a second job as being, you know, an Arbiter. He needs something going on for him.
I'm just imagining
I love the name Argusitor, though.
I'm just imagining his big, flailing, unmoving form just being like, I don't know where stuff is. This mail minigame is too tough. I'll never get the postmaster title. Just go to the maw. Go to the maw.
Before my theory of like the Arbiter like having her computer spaz, I was telling Aaron that like we were talking about what if Zoval's plan was for Argus to die, and he was just like, all right, Argus, you gotta throw this one for us, buddy. You gotta be sure that those guys kill you, so give them like big abilities that they can see coming from a mile away.
Whenever they die, just let them reach a tree to come back. I mean, come on, we don't want to make this too hard on them.
I mean, like, if that was the agreement, then Argus just kind of said, fuck you, and because he straight up killed us all, it had to be, like, Eonar to bring us back to life.
He was like, I'm trying, but they're just so fucking bad, I keep killing them.
Look at that guy! He sees my pizza slice and he's channeling a magic circle? Come on!
He's like, at least 2 slices away, what's he thinking?
It's too many slices.
But all of this to say, it all happened, and I guess Zoval was like, you beat my guy that was gonna go into the machine. I bet you don't have a guy who's gonna go into the machine. And then Pelagos comes up and he says, I'm the guy. And then Booty ATW runs up and says, but you're my soulbind. What's gonna happen? And he goes, well, I don't know.
Dude, wait a minute. You're telling me the Kyrians are going to be soulbound to the Arbiter? That doesn't seem very fair at all.
It's pretty OP. I mean, and I guess that's the thing. Just his portrait will change. Instead of a little blue man, you'll click on his portrait in the thing. It's just going to be this giant yellow model, which is not as bad as I thought. Except that Wowhead showed it. They showed like the finite edge where his model ends, where usually there's clouds and stuff, and I'm like, oh no, this looks dumb.
That would look creepy.
It still might look creepy, because like we're not used to the giant Arbiter having a face that we know and can like get a vibe of that being a being, you know?
Yeah, this thing's never moved, and now you're gonna go, and then Pelagos will just be like, hello, champion, and be like, oh, I don't like that you're everywhere here, Pelagos.
I also think the storytelling of Pelagos being the one to sacrifice himself to take the place of the Arbiter and like prevent the jailer from corrupting the Arbiter really lines up well with the Night Fae campaign of when Pelagos witnessed Willow Blossom sacrifice herself for the Shadowlands, and then he's just like, whew, champion, I needed a moment to like collect my thoughts after this, and you like leave him there and keep going with the storyline.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that shit. That actually really lines up pretty well.
His entire shtick has been like, I need to do more. Like I need to be willing to make the big decisions. Like there's even a part in the Kyrian storyline where you're grabbing everyone and you help 2 people do their things. And then you come to him and he's like, I just need to overcome my insecurities. And he gets beefed by them, and then you have to overcome his insecurities with him. And he's like, aw, like I hope one day I can be a big cool man.
I also want to say, this is a win for the LGBTQ community. We have our first trans Arbiter, baby!
Yeah,
Yes!
baby! Oh, well, I guess we didn't know anything about Arbiter 1.0, but whatever. They're not doing anything.
First confirmed trans Arbiter. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god. Yeah, we don't know anything about Arbiter 1, but...
First confirmed. We did it. We did
Well,
this.
I guess they were agender, so that's also on the LGBT umbrella, but like you said, it's the first trans one. We're just moving the finish line, but it's in the same place. We're moving it horizontally.
Yes, come to us.
Can we have Cupcake perform at Pelagos' like inauguration?
I would love Cupcake. I want to see Cupcake do anything WoW related. Just like anything.
You know she would. Like she'll do anything. Like just for a gig.
Let's ask her to do an alternate intro for the show.
Did you do it? Now, do you think the voice of the Arbiter gang, what do you think they're going to do now that the Arbiter has a voice?
Dude, they're done.
Now
Their
that
job's out.
he has eyes, like, do they just go like, well, that's us then?
He's gonna end up having to clean off the bodies off the mage tower. It's his new job. It's so sad.
Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
Pushing that broom day in and day out. Wow, there's a lot of you guys.
they keep
This
coming.
one came back 2 minutes later. That's sad.
You know, maybe the Mage Tower does need to go away to give these guys a bit of a break. You know, it's like their summer break.
Now I'm just imagining them at the pool.
Just hanging out.
I want a Voice of Arbiter swimsuit edition.
They just have like towels around their necks. That's really all that changes. Maybe some really tiny sunglasses.
Where would they go on? Where would they go? Motherfucker.
They're gonna rest on top of their big straw boat hats. So they're not actually wearing them. It's okay.
While I go think of Talgalan and his eternal Taz rest by the poolside, Growl, take over. Well, look who it is. The listener. Welcome back to Growl on the Prowl. I'm standing out in front of the Mage Tower with our Nestor. Arnie, how are you doing in this dang old tower? Well, pal, not good. I keep failing over and over on the God Queen and her two goobers. Ah, yes, the God Queen. A formidable foe, or so I've been told. What would you say your strategy has been so far? Well, I've just been following the guides on Wowhead, grouping them up when I can, kiting Jarl. It just feels like bashing my head into a wall, LMAO. I see. Well, have you tried being nice to them? Not really. They've been gone for so long, with no one visiting them. They must have gotten lonely at this point. You should try a good old slash hug or two. I think they'd really appreciate it. At this point, I'll try just about anything. Well, it's like I've always said, when love wins, we all win. Except for me. Agatha hates hugs. Anyways, that's enough from me. Back to all of you in the studio. Boy, oh boy, what a treat! Now let's move on to whatever's happening next.
Jackbox Party Pack 8.
Oh boy, what fun games does it include?
I don't know, I just read the first ad I saw on the side of my screen. It wasn't a fun one this time.
I actually played it when I visited Dylan and JJ in Wisconsin a few weeks ago, and it is pretty good. I actually think it's... I feel like I say this a lot, but I legitimately think that was one of the most solid packs. I think I liked every single game.
Okay, Arnie, send us a check. Send us some money for that. Thanks. That was an ad read or something.
Oh, I thought you meant Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, is he repping Jackbox now?
No, we haven't watched Jingle All the Way yet, so we can't quite get into that, but I'd love to.
But what we can get into is that Blizzard announced a Draggin bundle pack in their shop.
Dragons, dragons, dragon mounts and pets coming right at you for a lower price.
Say
A much lower comparatively.
60% if you like dragons, but somehow they don't have the dragons already. Well, it says if you have the dragons, you get discounted or whatever. But this is interesting. I mean, a lot of these are ugly, I think.
Hey, there's one or two that are okay.
And I think there's one or two that I don't already have, so maybe I'll get it. But I feel like the one that everyone's talking about is the pet is new, right?
Yes.
Yeah, its name is Blinky. It's this cute little, like, dragon whelp thing.
Excuse me, it's a baby fairy dragon. F-A-E. Fairy dragon.
It also changes colors. It has a ton of cute colorations.
This cheerful companion with a playful demeanor will not only faithfully flutter by your side, but will also add a bit of magic to your days with its chromatic hue-shifting powers. Although Blinky's colors may frequently change, his loyal friendship will be yours forever.
Oh, why do you have to say that so creepy?
I don't know. I feel like it really needed a creepy read. But there is it could turn yellow, it could turn green, it could turn red. It's honestly really cute. But how much does it cost? Like $10?
$10, yes.
Yeah. All right, you pet battlers, here you go. I say as I look up the price to see what my bundle looks like to buy it.
Also, I just want to say, Blizzard, I'm on your shit. You can call your new pet Blinky, but put some respect on Blinky, the neutral instant super type card from the World of Warcraft card game. Blinky, Terracar Forest is a bad place to travel if you're jumpy.
Wait, so a Blinky
It was
already
just
exists in lore?
a big lizard guy. I don't know if he's a real NPC in the game, but he was in the card game. He was a big white lizard.
Okay, the Dragon Pack would normally cost me $145, but now it costs me $21.65.
Does the sale area already take into account how many you have?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then that is still too expensive personally for me because mine was lowered to $41.25.
Wait, so what would I even... Okay, so the reduced price applies because I own the Silverian Dreamer, the Fey Dragon, the Heart of the Aspects, and the Steam Scale Incinerator. What's even left? Is that just pets?
The Iron Sky Reaver.
That thing's ugly. So if I get the Iron Sky Reaver and Blinky for $21? That doesn't seem worth it.
No, it does not.
Oh, I get the Soul of the Aspects pet, though. That's 3 for $21. $29 or 3 for $21.
Wowzer zowzer, my phone, despite the fact that I'm logged into my BattleNet, added some extra. I'm now at $54.97. Did they put an extra guy in, or did I lose a dragon? I gotta keep track.
You must have lost a dragon.
Wow, that sucks. Wow. I don't like these dragons, but if you like these dragons...
Wait a minute. Does that mean that whoever wins this... Guys, we timed this out perfectly. Everything on the store is half off. So whoever wins the Transmog contest, we don't gotta pay as much money as we thought we had to before.
Here comes the money.
Wait, we can do top 2.
DNR stays winning.
We can do top 2.
Ooh, two
How
of
long
you
does the
can
sale
now
last?
win.
Okay, guys, here's the deal. If the sale is still happening...
The sale lasts, I can tell you, longer than the end of next week.
Okay,
so
okay.
We're still in the money.
Top 2, baby.
But you gotta get us top 2 who win. You gotta get us that shit quick. If the sale ends, we're gonna pick the best one.
Oh my god! Wow, wait. We're only including WoW things, right? No one's getting Call of Duty Black Ops from us for $30, right?
No.
Okay, just WoW
Black
stuff.
Ops 1?
No, Black Ops Cold War.
I was like, why are they selling Black Ops 1? Also, I'd rebuy Black Ops 1, but not for $30.
If you really want Crash Bandicoot 4, I think we can work something out.
Anyways, the main reason we brought up these dragons, you see, is that, as always, people speculate about literally anything that's added to the store. And a lot of people think that the addition of these dragons means that maybe we are going to be having some dragon-themed in-game content in the future. What do you boys think?
To this I say, are we at the point when we can start making the speculations? Like, isn't it too soon? Isn't it normally like when the 0.2 patch is out, that we get like a mount that everyone's like, this one means this is a hint? Because we had the Fey Dragon, not the Fey Dragon, the Silverian Dreamer. That was our hint, quote unquote hint. That told me nothing about Shadowlands, just that the animal would be there, right?
What was even the previous one? In Legion, was there like a dragon divided? It's a dragon that doesn't know if he wants to play Alliance or Horde.
I don't remember what it was, but there was one for Legion.
Is that when they added the boat?
The Dreadwake?
Yeah, because then we went in into BFA and we had like Coltiris and the literal pirate section.
I think the Dreadwake came out during BFA. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I remember your Coltirin riding the Dreadwake as soon as it came out.
I definitely saw somebody. I'm trying to find like a link where they speculated this, because like their ideas were kind of buck wild too. Oh, okay. Between this pet and the Celestial Observer Ensemble, recently released in the shop. Oh yeah, the Starry Transmog. Could these hint at future Elven themed stories coming to WoW? Aaron, what do you think about that? Previous shop items have
my slippers and my big long hat. I'm ready to go me and sleep through 10.0.
In Worlds of Draenor, the Mystic Rune Saber was released, which, as we know, is basically a Suramar cat. So, like, again, it doesn't really tell you anything. It's just an asset that they kind of pull. But, like, it's kind of cool. They'll be like, could this be the thing that we're going to be hanging out with?
Yeah, and those Dragon Isles boys are always ready to say that that's the next thing we're getting. So,
honestly, okay, this is a little crazy, but, like, if you really stretch a little bit and think, the Celestial Observer set and the Baby Fairy Dragon are kind of almost like a new beginning. The Celestial Observer set reminds me of Algalon. Celestial Observer. Algalon could reset the planet if he wanted to at any given time, but he doesn't. Dragons only existed in primordial beginning of Earth Azeroth. Dragons aren't even around right now. Dragons what ruled the world, and it's a baby fairy dragon. Dragons, Algalon, world reset from the jailer. I don't know. Am I crazy or am I?
It does make sense.
Baby Murloc backpack. If it's a baby, it is baby.
Lots of babies. Are we getting the Rugrats? Like, what's happening? What are we doing?
Dragon pack? Secure all your dragons while you can before they get eliminated. You gotta get Heart of the Aspect pet in there, or else he's gonna get blown up.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I'm on this something. Let me know. NavarreCoffin.com.
All I know
you have
is
a .com?
World of Did you buy that one too?
Yeah. No, I don't go there.
I was like, what does that redirect to?
Joe. Joe Mama.
Anyways, I hope it's dragon content for all these little dreamers. I can confidently say 4 or 5 people that I saw tweeting about Dragon Isles also got entirely hoodwinked by the which area would you love to live in poll. So just got absolutely clubbed in the back of the head with that one. But I'm hoping they pull through on this one.
I'm dying at that, Aaron. But speaking of these things, do you guys see that they actually sent out invites and there is the community council? I don't think any of you boys were invited, but
Once again, we're shunned from giving our very important feedback because they don't need us in there. They know where to find us. They're listening right now.
Exactly. If they needed our counsel, they're listening to this episode now.
So make the Guardian challenge a little easier so I can have my bear form already. Thank you. Okay, this is actually really, really important if you're on an alt character. you can now buy the Incense of Infinity.
Whoa! What does that give us?
The Incense of Infinity will now allow you to instantly learn all conduits at item level 200. So if you're on a fresh fucking alt and you don't have any fucking conduits, you spend 500 gold next to the guy next to the flight master, our boy Ardara, and you just get all your conduits immediately. Well, you have to go to the fucking Forge of Bonds and use it there, and then you got it.
And it's only, you said it's only 500 gold. That is a steal. Perfect for alts. I honestly, it was my least favorite part of leveling a new alt and getting to max level. Like, once I got my mage to max level, I only had, like, 2 conduits. I'm like, what the fuck? This is going to take forever to get them all. But at least now I have, like, base level 200 ones, which is nice.
Yeah, like, I wasn't going to go do world quests to get my fucking conduits. Like, from the fuck that, I'm not doing that. But to buy it, though, you have to have had reached Renown 80 with any covenant and earned the achievement Renowned. So if you're playing the game, you probably already have this. But just so you know, this is how you do it.
So on the character that buys it, you have to have max renown?
No, you just need to have that on your account, period.
Oh, well, easy peasy.
Yeah, I've already done that a number of times. How many numbers? Find out later.
I used it on my Warlock, and it was just amazing seeing, like, I don't know, like 9 or 10 conduits just appear out of thin air, and my 145 ones just evolved to 200. Ugh, so good.
It's a real beaut.
It's New York strong, you know?
It's New York strong, motherfucking Spider-Man. He can kick the shit out of Shocker.
Speaking of New York strong, that brings us to our sexiest NPC of the week.
There's no one New York stronger than her.
And we're talking Agatha, baby.
Ooh, that big, beautiful blimp hanging out in the Mage Tower.
I've been hanging out with this gal for quite some time now, and let me tell you, nothing beats when she just chucks those big, meaty balls at me, because I didn't know it was coming. I didn't face her before, and it was really scary, but also kind of arousing.
And I bet you guys just love how, you know, she's literally so big that she makes targeting any of her little imp friends nearly impossible.
Because you can't look at them because you're too busy looking at that beautiful mountain of flesh.
And I was going to get to that. Like, she's so hot that she just has a, like, eternal stock of gawkers. Those imps are always staring, always rubbing a couple out. And I'm like, yo, can we have some alone time, Agatha, here? And I hear from, like, all around you. And it's awful.
Did you just say rubbing a couple out?
What are you talking about? When did I say that? I see those imps peeping through the little closet shades. I know what they're doing.
Yeah, what do you think they're up to before they're summoned to go protect her or fight you? They're just, oh yeah, they're channeling back there.
To be fair, if you make any decision and you have a penis, you should probably do that anyway. Clear your head. You know, the imps gotta clear their head before they go out to the world to help their new masters. That sounds weird saying the word masters after talking about all that.
So, I also do like, when we announced Agatha at the beginning of this segment, people may have been like, hell yeah, because there's a Valkyrie named Agatha. No, not that one. They also could have been like, well, she did show up as a huge succubus once. That works, right? No, not that one.
We are talking Agatha, mother of the imps from the Mage Tower challenge that both of you guys have to do.
We're talking about our wonderful, winged, weighty... I ran out of W words. This
woman
goddess. There you go.
She's a real BW3. You know, some people call Buffalo Wild Wings BW3, and I never really understood why, but it worked here.
I never got it. But you know who could put away a lot of BW3s was Agatha, parentheses, demon.
I've never understood the BW3, though. There's only 2 Ws, right?
I think they may have had more I think there was an extra W, and they cut that W out. And people tend to be cool, so you used to have 3 Ws. They cut one out. Agatha, who used to be a general manager, she knows all about this. You can ask her when you're seeing her down in the Mage Tower. Up in the Mage Tower? Where do you go when you enter the Mage Tower, by the way?
I don't know, but her chamber definitely gives like sex dungeon basement vibes though. So I'd say that's like downstairs in the Mage Tower, where like as mine is definitely upstairs because it's like literally outdoors on a balcony.
Oh wow, that is interesting. Wait, are we all on different floors of the Mage Tower?
I guess I've really only been in the one, but looking at people's screenshots, it's places that aren't like that dank basement. So I'm like, wow.
No, I think they just teleport you to somewhere else because like your zone changes.
And they also like time phase change you.
Also, everyone, we do have an explanation. The original Buffalo Wild Wings, when it was a restaurant in Boston, featured the beef on weck, which is a popular sandwich in New York.
New York strong, baby.
New York strong, baby. So it used to be Buffalo Wild Wings and weck.
Are you kidding me? What year was this? The 50s? That sounds horrible.
1998. 1997. We were born into a Buffalo Wild Wings and weck world.
Wow, I can't believe that. That's honestly kind of disgusting.
Much unlike Agatha, baby.
Biggest titties in the game, I'm telling you. She's got to have like Z cups.
She's got to have me cups, because I want to cup them. Anyways, we gotta go. But I'll give you your award the next time I see you, which is never.
Well, you gotta get in there. You gotta get those clothes, man. You gotta look fresh and fly in your little pointy white outfit. Oh.
Not that one.
No. Not the other one. The other one. All right, I guess we can do our top 2 medium moot bottom. Amin, what do you got for your TTBBMM?
Oh, I was grooving to that hot remix you had going there, but I have a medium moot.
Medium moot.
And it's a medium moot because, like, I have finally made it after approximately 175 wipes on phase 1 of my Mage Tower that I have seen phase 2. And, like, it felt really good, but I still have a long way to go. So that's why it's just a medium moot. Hopefully there is a top 2 in the future, though, when I finally get it down, because the priest recoloring looks really cool. But a Slidewhistle, what do you have?
I got myself a top 2.
Ooh, you had me there. But top 2.
And my top 2 is going to be that I got the motherfucking Mage Tower cleared. I underplayed it at the beginning because I was saving it for this. I'm so fucking happy. That was so hard, and everybody kept saying how easy it was, and I'm just like, y'all are bugging. Y'all, either you are like a 11-year feral druid player who's never played anything else, and so you just have it mastered, or you're a freak or a liar, because that shit was difficult. I feel really accomplished. It actually makes me want to get it on all 36 specs for that fucking achievement, and I definitely have the alts to do it. Like, there's a doubt in that.
Good luck. I've seen one person on Reddit who claimed to have done it, and also I feel justified. He said that Holy Priest was the hardest healing one by far, and one of the hardest ones, period. So, it's not just me.
Well, see, now here's the part where you say good luck, but I'm going to say good luck to you, because you're going to be the one doing the Holy Priest challenge for me on my account with you playing as the Holy Priest. I'm not doing that. You got to. I'll do your Feral Druid one. That's not account sharing if we're, like, dating, right? That's fine, right? Right? Don't tell on us.
They all listen, though,
Ian, oh, God, fine. I'll do the Holy Priest one. It's fine.
Allegedly,
if that happened, let me know what the consequences could be. Well, I think that's about it. Just kidding, Aaron. What's your TTBBMM?
I did feel a little hurt, especially because I was excited about this one, because after weeks of toiling in the mines, I have 80 renown with all covenants on Growlina which means she can finally be every single special name, and she has all the armor for cloth. And I can tell you this, they all stink, except for Venthyr. And Kyrion's okay.
That's so fucking dope. I want to do that. Like, that seems like, because, like, you have so many clothes now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I will say,
or at least three additional sets that I had before I started.
Unfortunately, you are going to have to go back to Ardenweald, because you're going to have to get that title from Erasmus. You got to be a fun gal Growlina. Fun gal Growlina? That just sounds... Oh my god, that sounds so fun. Fun gal Growlina.
That does.
Like, with the tongue.
That does, and I totally forgot about it. But yeah, I gotta go back. At least that's like a daily or whatever.
Yeah, you can just switch.
I don't know. I kept having bad luck getting renown on things. Like, I'd run a big-ass Torghast, and 40 minutes later, it's like, congratulations, you got dust. And I was like, oh!
It was really funny watching you make the world tour, like, every week in Raid over the last several weeks. You were a different Covenant. I'm like, ooh, who's next?
Yeah, I was so happy that the Maldraxxus one I wasn't raiding, so I was just like, don't look at me, because turning into a big skeleton is so bad for Fire Mage.
I was so mad. I only saw you in Heart of the Forest one time, and I had just finished teleporting out. I wanted to screenshot you. It's so bad. And just have that as, like, the Discord, like, server picture. You living in Ardenweald. But I was too late. I couldn't get it in time.
Well, it looks like I'll be spending some amount of time there, so try and catch me, but I'm too quick!
Oh, I can't wait to hear you complain about running Marasmus's rings when someone else is ahead of you. It's the worst thing you could ever do in your fucking life. You're on this rail shooter, and there's nothing to shoot, because for some reason you're not instanced. If someone gets in 1 second ahead of you, they kill everything, and you have to just cross your arms and wait. It's awful. But so worth it for Fun Gal. Fun Gal Growlina.
Well, that's a medium moot waiting for me in the future. But for today, I'm happy. Oh, hey, bonus thing! You boys announced to Patreon that it was going to happen. We're still working on it. 2022, it's coming directly to your computers. If you already accidentally found it, you're bad. You're bad. We had to get rid of you. We had to politely ask you to head on out because it's not ready yet and we don't want to cheat you out of any money.
Yeah, well, because, like, we changed the tiers. We were just going to do, like, 1, 2, 3 as jokes. And I'm like, wait, we could actually, like, legitimately, like, do other things. So we're actually, like, working on it. Like, we're not just saying it and throwing it away.
Yeah, we're making content for you. It's better than just a crayon drawing that I was going to do beforehand. But that takes some time. It's the holidays. We got to think about this. So check back in 2022 for that official announcement.
Yeah, all you sneaky snakes that found it somehow. Well, thank you, though. But, like, a little longer.
And don't worry, your money didn't go through. We canceled your fucking money before it could even enter our wallets. So no one was charged for anything yet. That includes me. Thank you, me. Oh, yeah, of course, no problem. Okay, yeah. Anyway, now we're out of here. If you have any comments, questions, complaints, you can send us an email at donotrelentlpod@gmail.com. Personally, you could email me at navarracoffin@gmail.com. You can tweet at us on Twitter at donotrelentlpod. Follow us on Discord at donotrelent.com. Leave us a review on Warcraft Radio. We'll take a shot. It's been a while since we had a review, and I get, like, all of y'all left reviews, except all of y'all didn't, because I see those numbers, and I know who I talk to. Some of you owe us a review, and we'll owe you a shot. How about this? We'll take 2 shots. 2 shots, baby, because we're New York strong. For the next review we get.
New York strong, baby!
New York strong, baby!
I think I got it all. Twitch at Slidewhistle if you want to watch me stream balls for 35 seconds randomly throughout the day, someday. What about you guys? Where y'all at?
You can find me, Alex or Immunization, on Twitter at NewEraAlex. You can follow our podcast Instagram account on the gram at Do Not Relent. I allegedly will stream someday again on Twitch at Immunization DNR.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at The Big Cheesy on Twitter.com. You can read our literary musings at DoNotRelent.livejournal.com. Got to write one soon. It's been a bit. And you can watch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/AaronDNR. Slidewhistle, did you know that your Twitch connects to your Twitch?
I set that up.
You have a link.
Yes, I did.
There you go. I thought so.
I figured people could click on the link and then be like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? And they get stuck in an endless loop forever going through my profile.
Well, that was me, so fuck you.
You were like, why isn't it working?
Yeah, I was like, there's some kind of glitch.
April motherfucking Fools, bitch. All right, we're out of here. Don't forget, last week for the Transmog contest, 2 winners now if the sale holds up. So submit your shit to us in any way you need to. Okay, bye. And remember...
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.